mahina internet natin, guys. Ayusin ko lang daw. I know, 2 a.m. guys. I know. Ganyan talaga tayo. Dedicated. No problema tayo dito sa Facebook Live natin. I wonder why. Baka may galit sa atin. Ayan, umuulan na. Ayan. Kamusta kayo dyan? May gising pa ba dyan? Ayan. Mukhang malabo na may gising pero let's just hope na lang yung mga kababayan natin at saka mga kameta natin joining from yung mga iba't ibang sulok ng mundo, no? Yung mga California, Los Angeles, Florida, yung mga kababayan natin dyan sa Europe. Siguro gitnang silangan din, medyo 4 hours behind, so baka gising pa kayo dyan. Yung mga nasa North Pole, yung mga New Zealand wala na. Gigising na sila, malapit na sila, gising mag-breakfast na sila. Eto guys, nako, ang dami natin pag-usapan. Kahit 2 a.m. na. Ganda pa lang. Narinig ko yung ulan. Sarap. Ibig sabihin hindi na ako maka-jogging mamaya. So, tease ganda na lang tayo. Alright guys. Ito. There are a couple of things I want to talk about. Obviously, first of all, super thank you guys. Ayan, sumali na sa gitnang silangan yung mga Qatar. Wassalamualaikum. Ito na guys, first of all, let me say my heartfelt thanks. Talagang super sincere thanks for everyone who prayed, for everyone who showed support, for everyone who sent support in one way or another doon sa birthday ni Lola, which we celebrated of course dito sa Baguio. It was a very happy birthday. And for some reason though, last night, paras kami Lola unwell. Actually, I was also very unwell last night. I think all the pressure, all the travel, all the bardagulan and all kind of got into me. So medyo I was not feeling at well kagabi. And then na-realize ko, pati si Lola pala was not feeling well pala kagabi. Halos magkasabay pa kami. So sabi ko, bukas magbisimbahan na lang tayo, Lola. Mag-pray na lang tayo, baka naman. Diba? So parang exactly the same time, mga 2:33 a.m. paras kami, we're not feeling well. Nalaman ko lang kanina. But anyway, at least I try to get some sleep in the morning. Kaya yung body clock natin ay medyo nag-reset na. But nevertheless, super thank you. Maraming salamat sa lahat ng mga nagbigay ng suporta, nagbigay ng prayers. Because Lola, kahit she was not feeling well last night, she looked gorgeous. Hindi nga naman gaano kagandang Lola ko. Diba? Artistahin. Parang medyo may Annabelle Rama na medyo may Chloe. Medyo may mommy yan. Talagang ito, ganda-ganda ni Lola, Tapos binigyan namin siya ng, di ba, meron na siyang Olympics. Naka-Yulo na siya. Lola Yulo. Di ba, Lola Yulo. Yan, lahat ng mga, kumbaga kung may cash prize money siya, may cash prize money si lagyan natin dito. Kung may cash prize money si Yulo, meron din si Lola. Yan ang binigay namin. Alam mo naman, kami mga Ilocano guys, sometimes we show love and support in the most basic way possible. So talagang love na love ko yan si Lola. Thank you very much again. Tingnan niyo gano'n ka-happy si Lola. Diba? Parang nanalo ng Olympics, diba? Ayan, talagang Team Philippines Olympics. Ganda-ganda ni Lola, di ba? Tuwan-tuwa si Lola nung kinukuha niya. Ayan, yung mga gift namin. So, thank you so much, guys, sa lahat na nagbigay ng suporta kay Lola, Annabelle Yulo, Chloe. Kasi medyo blonde din yung hair ni Lola na Asian. Although si Lola, in fairness, Chinese talaga siya. May dugong Chinese yan si Lola. So, feel ko may bus bagay sa kanila. So, thank you sa lahat na nagbigay ng suporta dahil look at how happy Lola was kanina. So, meron pa kaming dance move kanina. Watashimasta. Yun. Talagang the best yan si Lola. These are the things that matter. So, sorry kung kanina I was not able to join. Siyempre, may priorities tayo. priorities natin, ganyan. Yan. Yan. Yun. Yun, meron na kaming ano ni Lola ng Watashi Masta. Watashi Masta. Yan. Yan, si Lola. Pati si Lola sinampay ka na. Yun, di ba? Para good vibes naman si Lola, di ba? Kahit medyo unwell kami pareho kagabi, sige go lang. Dito parang si Lola parang napetesyo naman siya, para siyang boxer. Kasi may nilagay sila dyan pa Lola, Yulo, special ones, especially yung mga lolas natin, yung mga ikakatanda natin yan, no? Para naman, show of support and love. So I really appreciate that, guys. For that, no, I really, really appreciate that. At least kanina, hindi na masyadong sanas, baka mamaya may mabitawan. Sanas, baka mamaya may mabitawan siya sa mga politiko. Mapahamak tayo dyan. Baka naman, Lola. But anyway, super thank you again for your love, for your support, for all the stickers and stars and whatever support you forward that made sure na si Lola will have a fantastic moment. So really, really appreciate it, yung gangsta Lola natin. Now, balikan natin ng konti since parang hindi naman tayo masyadong cheesy, although I think this is cheesy in the best way possible. Na marami nag-comment na, bakit Richard purong mga post niyo, purong Sara. Well, first of all, ang dami natin pinipost. I'm making sure there's at least 3 posts per day dyan sa YouTube. If you look at it, obviously different angles, minsan mga clips. Also, we try to interview as many people as possible. So, nagkataon lang na yung iba about Sara. And for some reason, anything about Sara, ang pinaka nagtitrend. And if you look at the comment sections, it's mostly because daming inis na inis sa Sara. Alright, daming gusto si Sara mapa-impeach na or anything like that. As I said, I'm not calling for anything. I'm just looking at the sentiments there. I'm looking at also in the sentiments in the legislature. And of course, we're watching very carefully, and hopefully in the coming days and weeks, may ma-interview din tayo mga tao galing sa Philippine Congress. Especially yung mga kasama sa yung tao kong supra committee. No? Ito yung 4 na committee sa Kongreso na nagsama-sama. Ukol sa human rights issues, yung mga EJKs, ukol sa West Philippine Sea issue, especially yung gentleman's agreement, ukol sa confidential funds, obviously. So there are a couple of groups, and then Pogo. So at least 4 different committees are coming together. And one thing I didn't mention dun sa analysis natin about one thing we didn't mention about analysis natin about ni Sara last time was that actually last year may pinasang regulation or memo dyan sa Speaker of the House ng Kongreso kung saan actually even if magkaroon ng break sa September 30, pwede tuloy-tuloy palang hearings. So I won't be surprised if the hearings on yung mga kababalakan at saka mga legacy ng Duterte ay tuloy-tuloy even after congressional break, which comes September 30. So maybe way into October, you're gonna see hearings and gonna be seeing more and more pressure on Digong to show up. If not Digong, at least people close to him. One good news that we're seeing, and I'm not gonna jump to the gun and say, oh, these people are doing this necessarily out of the goodness of their heart. But pumayag yung ibang directors, PNP directors ng panahon ni Digong na mag-testify ngayon doon sa hearings laban sa kay Digong when it comes to extrajudicial killings. So people who are very much involved themselves in the war on drugs of Duterte are now willing to testify against Digong. And unlike yung mga Japiks, mga drug lord, mga small-time drug lord na kunyaring witnesses ni Bato, ni Digong back in the day, eto mga to legit. Kasi pulis nga sila eh. Dati silang pulis. And now they're willing to come out and also provide mga necessary witness ukol dito. So katulad ng someone who's close to power told me that, yeah, Richard, it looks like everything is coming together. And we're not even talking about the ICC issue. So pwede niya akong pagtawanan si Sonny Trillanes na, oh, yung ICC nyo, purong salita lang yan, walang nangyari, etc. But actually, guys, interestingly, if you look at it, it's not just the ICC. The ICC will actually be, I don't know, use the creme de la creme, but I think it will be it will be the last straw, the last straw. But the straws right now, not the last straw, pero yung mga nilalagay ngayon sa back of the proverbial camel or mga Dutertes are on multiple fronts. Pogo issues pa lang, yari sila. Farmali pa lang issue, yari sila. Secret agreements sa West Philippine Sea, yari sila. Confidential fund. Pati si Sara, delikado siya. Baka mayari siya doon. And sometimes you wonder, why would Sara agree to a confidential fund? Dadaan sa presidente pa. Ang daming paper trail. Pwede ma-investigate niya ng Kongreso. And this could come back to bite them. So sometimes, I'm not here to underestimate mga Dutertes. I think the Dutertes still have a lot of popularity. I think they have a lot of political skills. But I don't think they're that smart. I don't think they're really that sharp. And definitely Sarah is not even her father. So for everything you want to say about her father, she's not even there. And to think this person wanted to be the president pa. And ngayon nakikita natin, kahit yung mga SMNI type lang na interview. Obviously, this person is not having interviewed any legitimate media or hard-hitting reporter or any international media of note. But even dun sa SMNI, which is not even media in the strict sense of the word. They're not really doing journalism. Sila ay parang ex-state journalism. Parang sila yung state TV nung panahon ni Digong na nandyan pa rin for some reason. Di ba? For some reason, guys, hindi talagang gumagana talaga yan. O ikaw, Bert Veloso, picture mo pa lang, obvious na troll ka na. 2 a.m. na. Okay? May bayad pa rin sa inyo. Alam ko kasi yung overtime, mahal eh. 50 pesos per post. Sigurado may pangbayad pa kayo sa troll farm. Balita ko medyo kipit na kayo eh. Kasi wala na yung confidential fund. unless, baka galing yan sa Renmin B-Boy. Renmin B-Boy. By the way, there's very interesting article na binabasa ko kahapon. Dito sa Rappler. Sabi ng Rappler. But actually, lumabas din sa ibang news channels yan. Eto guys, may isang Chinese. Alright, may isang Chinese. May isang Chinese. Bert, etong sasabihin ko, bobo, wala akong Lexus, okay? You guys don't even know what are cars, okay? Sa kabobo na nyo, sa kakabaduy nyo, you cannot even distinguish among cars. and unlike low life trolls like you, I work hard and I earn my keep. All right, I earn my keep legitimately and decently. Now I want to call out this low life trolls, no. Kasi alam ko naman sinong behind ng mga yan eh. Hindi katulad niyo ng mga patay gutom na na bayaran. Na balita ko ang baba pa nga ng bayad sa inyo eh. Huwag kayong mainggit. Huwag kayong mainggit sa mga tao na nag-work hard. Alright? People who work hard. Then, sige lang. Malapit ka na maban habang nandiyan ka, I want that message to be sent. First of all, huwag kayong bobo. Hindi yan Lexus. Pangalawa, you don't even know car brands. I mean, that's how patay gutom yung trolls like you are. But anyway, let me be absolutely clear about this. Alright? Everything I earn is decent. It's honest. It's from hard work. Alright? Kaya nga yung mga katulad namin na nagle-lecture sa mga Harvard Law School, sa mga Stanford, sa mga Berkeley, kaya katulad namin na napapublish sa mga matitinong publications, academic publications, kaya katulad namin nagtuturo lang, dyan tabi-tabi lang, like UP Diliman, yung number 1 lang ng school. Alright, okay. So, huwag kayo maingit. Alright? Ano ka naingit kayo? Kasi, sino yung expert nyo? Yung wala pang publication pero feeling expert? Sana kung puro mga kapatay gutom kayo eh. Hindi niyo pa nga alam ng mga brands ng cars. So anyway, ayan. Ibablock na kita. I think message sent. Ayak nin. Na nga eh. Bebenta niyo ang kaluluwa mo. Patay gutom pa kayo. Tapos iyak-iyak lang kayo dun sa mga tao na naghihirap. You see, I work so hard that not only I work every day, I work even 2 a.m. Alright? And unlike these people, actually, I work every day and I produce every day on multiple platforms, etc. So kung gusto niyo pagtawanan yung maliit na sweldo ko dahil nagtuturo lang ako sa UP, guess what? I'm not just working in the university, right? I do many things on different fronts. And let me tell you guys, ito kasi walang academic publications mga to. Actually, dun sa amin na may academic publications, there is actually also decent remuneration, all right, for every academic publication. Whether it's UP or LaSalle, you're paid significantly whenever you have an academic publication. And you're more than free to go to my Google Scholar and check how many books I've written, how many academic publication I've written. So yeah, bobo kayo, hindi na lang kung anong Lexus or hindi. No, I don't have Lexus. Lexus is just an operated no offense. But kami kasi nagtatrabaho kami, naghihirap kami, ha? Hindi ka tulad ni naman patigutom. Alright, okay. Anyway, guys. Ah, gusto ko nga sana palitan ng topic eh. Wala na nga, laos na nga sila eh. Laos na sila. Good vibes na nga sana tayo. Tignan niyo yung paligid ko. Ang ganda. Tiffany yung background. Very homey, ganon. Tapos ang mga patay gutom nandyan na naman. Yun nga, actually guys, pag-usapan natin yun eh. Pansin nyo, yung mga trolls na umatak sa mga legitimate journalists, sa mga legit world-class academics and journalists, yung mga katulad lang naman natin, di ba? Ito talaga yung mga bayaran. At hindi lang bayaran, mga patay gutom na bayaran. Hindi lang patay gutom na bayaran. Bayaran ng, alam niyo na sino. Ayan, alam niyo na yan. Okay. Anyway, speaking of that, by the way, so may tinitrace na pala ang Philippine intelligence, labas na yan, isang fake na Chinese journalist na yung pala, spy pala siya. At itong Chinese journalist na yan, apparently, kunyari, mimit lang niya yung mga journalist na iba na Pilipino, kunyari, mimit niya yung ibang vloggers, pero yung pala, ibang nangyayari, guys. So, malapit na mabuking itong tao na to. So, we already have the name of the newspaper this person worked for. So, I think it's just a matter of time before na hindi lang exposed tong tao na to. You'll see this person on different headlines. So, hindi ako nagtataka kung ibang trolls dyan na, okay, mga ganitong style. Okay. No, guys. I'm telling you what, you see, I want to be a nice guy. I am a nice guy. Anyone who has met me in person knows I'm nice, I'm cool. Maybe not the nicest person in the world, but I'm nice, I'm cool, etc. But kung bastos kayo and you make baseless accusations, very insulting accusations, I'll tell you what, my family, from my grandparents onwards, lahat kami, we work hard, we work decently, and we always try to make sure that we have our integrity intact. Alright? Kasi ako, alam mo guys, the reason why I'm not working in this government or previous government is because, sorry, may standard ako, may integrity ako. That's the reason why it's so easy to be hired in any government at this level. I mean, you have people there where USEC, or even secretary, who don't even have half of my CV. No offense. Again, no offense, no offense. Because I don't want to work. I mean, I will only work for a government, or I'll only be in government if I feel yung aking integrity and convictions are kept intact. So just to be clear about this, all right. I also had the option of being abroad, anywhere I want to teach. Any top university I could be, visiting scholar, visiting professor, or study further or something. I had that option. No, but I chose to stay because there's a lot more. Yes, there's so much more money and resources and everything abroad, but I chose here. So I don't take it lightly if some patay gutom low lives are trying to make some insinuations and all of that. Now, I'm not gonna name names, but there's some even, muntik ko na minura to kasi 2 a.m. na, medyo hindi ko na makontrol sarili ko. But may mga tao na nag-spread ng kung ano-ano pa about my LaSalle days. Excuse me. I left LaSalle amicably, and I had great times in LaSalle. I just had to move on because there are other things to do. We had different priorities and all. And I'm teaching at the University of the Philippines, which, by the way, is a #1 university in the country. And I teach graduate school. So, obviously, hindi ka ma-hire sa top university in the country in a graduate program, teach there, if hindi maayos yung track record mo, especially as an academic. All right. So again, let me just remind some of the low lives there who have nothing to do but just to question or try to question the integrity of people whose very being is built on their integrity. But more importantly, hard work. One thing I'm very proud of as far as my Ilocano side is concerned, aside from being very economic, is hard work. So much hard work that I'm joining you guys and doing this live every single day except on Sabbath days, because I respect my Sabbath day, my spiritual day, my family day, my family time day, my time with God Almighty. So I just have to be very clear about this. At ito mga kameta, if you hear mga walang hiya dyan or spreading anything, I don't care if these people are journalists. No, the reason I'm pissed off is because I heard some fake journalists na gumagawa lang ng puff piece sa mga billionaires. And mo lang yan tao ng PR lang tao na to was setting something. Sabi ko, pag makita ko yan, kung hindi lang ako mabait, I have a black belt in taekwondo. I can do boxing. So I can take care of myself, all right? Ito mga walang yang to ah. I'm controlling myself. But these people have to be careful. I'll call them out in public at papaya ko sila if they don't shut their mouth and not spread nonsense, all right? So there are a couple of people who got away for a few years, but you're still in my radar and I don't forget the nonsense you have done. Hindi ko na kailangang pangalanin yan. Sa actually, hindi lang troll eh. May mga walang hiya dyan, na inggitero, low lives, puff piece lang ginagawa, tuta lang ng mga billionaires or oligarchs or ganon. And nagmamaganda ba sila? How dare these people? And I'll tell these people, I'll warn you, I have friends in every firm, in every institution, in every media, in every embassy in this country and beyond. All right? You say nonsense, it will darating sa akin yan. All right? You never know who are my friends. All right? You never know my friends. So be very careful about opening up that filthy mouth. All right? Anyway, 2 a.m. na. So maybe that's meant to be. All right? Medyo maglalabas tayo ng ganun. I'm just saying, I'm warning people. You say something against me, darating sa akin yan. And you're gonna pay price for that. Especially kung sobrang baseless at walang hiyang sinasabi mo. Alright? And we have hundreds of thousands of followers here. Alright? We will rain hell on people who deserve that. Alright? Be careful about what you're doing. Alright? Yun lang. Anyways, kalma lang tayo guys. Now, going back to that. Nagising kayo bigla, no? No. Going back to that. No. The reason why we talk about Sara is not because Sara lang importante. In fact, if you look at my mga vlogs there and all, I have vlog pieces there where I talk to Dr. Walden Bellio, for instance, about West Philippine Sea and industrial policy. And that came right after interview natin with Ambassador Babe Romualdez, who has a completely diametrically opposed take on our bilateral relationship with US. And you could see with both of them, we had fantastic, thorough, and comprehensive conversation. At the same time also, guys, there was the interview we had with Herman, our very good friends Alan Herman, about PR, the basics of PR. We went from Evita to Trump to Imelda, back to Evita. So all of those things that we do back throughout those days, right? Very, very, very important. We have a couple of stuff. Hopefully, we'll have Justice Scarpio later today. I'll try to arrange that. Dapat last week pa kami ni Justice Scarpio. Tuloy natin yan. I have an interview also set up soon with Senator Trillanes, but it's on my different platforms. As you know, I have 5 or 4 different podcasts, including the Bridge, an international one I'm doing with the European Parliament. So we have a lot of things. I'm also going to interview a couple of people from Congress, from government. But don't worry, you guys. On Thursday, balik ang RRM/Tres Marios. Tres Super Marios. Pag-usapan natin naman in person, God willing, inshallah, with Paeng. I'm hoping to also have Alan Herman, if possible, is available. Or not, have a former colleague of mine kasi may debate din kami sa basketball. Let me end on this part. So, tapos ng Olympics, di ba? Tapos ng Olympics and we ranked around 37, if I'm not mistaken. So we ranked first in Southeast Asia. 37 is better than everyone in Southeast Asia, but 37 is nowhere close to where we should be. Ang population po natin is 13th largest in the world. So as the 13th largest in the world, guys, ang kailangan natin ranking natin at least top 15 to 20. And for us, 35 pa. Hindi, parang check ko medal tally. See? Pinapansin ko yung mga pinapost nyo. 1 second. 37. 37, boss. 37 tayo. So I'll give you the full lista. Number 1 ang US. Number 2 ang Japan. China. Number 3 ang Japan. Impressive ang Japan, in fairness. They also number 3 sila last time. Although naka-gold kasing Japan, surprisingly, in wrestling against Iran pa. That was quite surprising. And then Australia, number 4, very impressive Australia. France, number 5, at least nag-top 5 ang host. Netherlands, 6, Great Britain, 7. South, I think for the first time in recent memory, top 10 na sila, 8. Italy, 9. Germany, 10. New Zealand, 10 gold, 11th. Canada, 9. Uzbekistan, napakaliit na bansa, mahirap na bansa to, 8 gold. Karamihan ng gold nila is actually in judo and boxing. So ang ranking ngayon sa Asia is China number 1, Japan number 2, South Korea number 3, Uzbekistan number 4. And then dito ranking Hungary, Spain, Sweden, Kenya, Norway, Ireland, Brazil, Iran. So Iran will be ranked number 4 in 5 in Asia. Sorry, usually number 4 ang Iran after China, Japan, Korea. But top 5 sila ulit in Asia. Number 22 is Ukraine, Romania, Georgia, lit na bansa, naka 3 gold, Belgium, Bulgaria, Serbia, Czech. Yung isa sa gold ng Czech is yung nanalo kay Mr. Turkish assassin, right? So isa sa gold nila, but no one remembers that guy. Algeria, sorry, Denmark, Azerbaijan, tiny country, 7,000 per capita lang, so not a mayaman na country. Maganda lang yung Baku. I know that region very well. Croatia, 32. Cuba. Actually, I'm surprised. Cuba usually does better. They only had 2 gold, and one of their gold is from this great super heavyweight wrestler who won in 5 different Olympics. Incredible. And then retired. Then Bahrain, Slovenia, Chinese Taipei. Yung isang gold nila is of course yung alleged na may XY chromosome, but there's no legit basis for that. Nag-gold din siya. Austria, Hong Kong 37. So tie ang Philippines and Hong Kong at number 37. Hindi po 32, 37 po. Exactly. See, tama ko, 37. And then Algeria, obviously yung isang gold na Algeria ay galing sa Indonesia. Interestingly, yung Indonesian gold nila, I checked it. One is from weightlifting, but at a very low weight. And another one is speed mountain climbing. I didn't even know such sport existed in Olympics. Of course, I know speed sport climbing exists, trail running, but I didn't know it existed in Olympics. So I'm thinking, and I'm of course taga Baguio ako, guys. Taga Baguio ako. And I like climbing. I like mountains. I think may chance tayo, guys. Yung mga aking mga kababayan ng Cordillera, feeling ko pag binigyan mo ng chance mga yan, kayang-kaya nila, guys, mag-gold dyan. Oo. Kaya nila mag-gold dyan. 'Di ba? So, yun, guys, yun. Maybe that's one sport. At saka, also Thailand, napansin ko, dalawa sa silver medal nila is also sa weightlifting, sa lower weight. So, feeling ko may laban tayo, guys, eh. Hindi lang sa boxing, hindi lang sa weightlifting, kasi feeling ko sa lower weights, especially for male, kayang-kaya natin yan. And also, by the way, AJ Obiena is not the only one na nag-number 4 sa Olympics na yan. Nag-number 4 din yung golf player natin, golf star natin. Alam ko taga-QC din tong this great lady na yan eh. So, we have 2 number 4s. Meaning, konting pitik na lang, medal material to mga to. I won't be surprised even silver or gold material mga to. At sobrang nasaktan ako nung nakita ko yung quote doon sa ating minamahal na atleta sa golf. Wait lang, I need to get this right. Baka malak na yung phone ko. I have the quote here. What did she say? Ang ganda nung sinabi niya eh. Ito, guys. Ito. Nandito siya. One second na. Ito, ang ganda ng sinabi niya, which completely captures what I always felt about this. Ito. Ito yung sinabi ni Bianca Pagtanganan, no? Ito. From One News. Alright? Si Bianca Pagtanganan. Pakinggan niyo ah. I don't know how else to put it. Napayak siya. Napayak siya kasi she was just so close. At the feelings that she expresses here is very much my feelings also about Philippines and our sports and our place in the world. Di ba parati ko sinasabi, huwag natin i-down ang Philippines. Parati ko sinasabi, inis na inis ako dun sa poverty porn about the Philippines. Inis na inis ako na parang kawawang tingin sa atin. Inis na inis ako na parating parang underdog lang tayo. Why should we be underdog? We are alpha. We could be alpha. We are alpha in gymnastics. We already have 2 gold in gymnastics. We are among, if not alpha, at least we're beta in boxing. We have multiple medals there. Pero ito guys, nakakaiyak yun kasi golf yun, di ba? And of course, when you say golf, mayayaman na bansa, syempre mga whites, mga Koreans, mga ganun usually nisa. So itong sabi niya, I don't know how else to put it. I really wanted it. I want our name up there. See, I want our name up there. I want them to know that we're great athletes. And this is and this isn't just for golf. 'Di ba? We've excelled in other sports. Yan ang pinaka-important. And I think it's a great wake-up call. It's a great wake-up call for people back home that we can excel in sports if you could just find someone to support. That would be great. Pakinggan nyo guys Andyan na siya, almost nandyan na siya. Golf yan Number 4 in the world. Almost gold. Almost gold. So hindi lang pala si EJ Obiena Ito sabi niya, I think it's great wake-up call for people back home. That appropriate comment daw dyan dito sa baba na. But look at it this way, guys. Sobrang konti yung suporta sa ibang sports natin. So pagkaalam natin, yung ibang athletes natin, national athletes natin, ang sweldo lang nila wala pang 10,000 Parang barely 10,500 or something like that. Yung mga champion level, 45,000. Well, hindi man lang $1,000 yung monthly na sahod nila. And imagine how much they have to spend on their gadgets, on their health, yung mga health expenditures nila, mga other things. And at yung total budget, guys, interestingly, yung total budget for sports natin, binaba pa. In fact, yung total budget natin last year was around 1.1 billion pesos, not dollars, pesos. This year, bumaba to just above 700 million, right? Kasama pa dyan yung mga admin, yung mga ang dami. So actually, binaba pa yung budget natin this year. So if you look at it, the 140 million, so last year was 1 billion point 506 million. This year is just 725 million. The total budget ng sports natin is just 700 million pesos. You think that looks large? Wala pang isang bahay yan sa Forbes. Actually, wala pa yan sa entrance pa lang ng isang Forbes. I'll tell you what, baka nang ginastos yung isa sa 11 days sa confidential fund. Baka wala pang 2 araw na gastos yan, di ba? Yung magaling mag-confidential fund. Carlos Yulo is what? Pledged around 140 million pesos base sa latest calculation na nakita ko. That 140 million pesos is one-fifth of our total sports budget. And kasama dyan is 30 million from Office of Bongo. Well, mahabang usapan yan. Bongo is running for elections. I'm sure his heart is in the right place. But in fairness naman, Bongo did something naman for sports. But 30 million. And then, please correct me if I'm wrong. I saw Riza Monveros giving 22 million? Like, okay, I think Yulo deserves millions of dollars, absolutely, for the kind of greatness he's bringing. But considering how ang liit ng national budget natin for sports, particularly yung mga sports na hindi basketball. Okay, let's be honest about it. Even if our National Sports Commission gives 1 peso to basketball, who cares? Basketball is gonna get billions of pesos from all sorts of patrons because of its popularity and all of that. Kahit hindi man lang tayo nagka-qualify sa Olympics. Kailan ba tayo last time nag-qualify sa Olympics? 1970s? 1980s? We haven't qualified for Olympics in the entire 21st century yet. Just to give you an idea. But that sport will never run out of money. Because, well, people love it. Sentimental attachment. Love natin Sige lang. Never mind na height is an issue. Never mind na kailangan natin ng mga imports para medyo tumaas yung height natin. Sige, kailangan. Never mind na we need someone like Brownlee to make us competitive in some of the, crunch time games, like the qualifiers. I mean, let's be honest. Or we needed Clarkson to come in and all. But again, of course, magagalit na naman sa akin, mga football boy. Sige lang, pagtawanan niyo ako, but I'm also a taekwondo guy. And as someone who does taekwondo, how I wish we put a little bit more money and resources and interest in taekwondo, I think we have a good chance. Thailand got a gold medal in Olympics. This Olympics. And the Thai have physical features very similar to us. I did taekwondo in the Philippines. I also did taekwondo with Koreans. I did taekwondo abroad. So I can say Philippines has a good chance, even when I compared them to Koreans to train me. Our grandmaster was Korean. When I also got my black belt, Korean din yung grandmaster namin. Even though nakuha ko yung black belt ko sa Rizal Complex, Korean pa rin yung coach namin. No, going back to this, guys. I want to talk about this. There's so many sports which are barely getting any funding. So ang sa akin lang, give all the money you want to YOLO. Pero sana, if true na 22 million or 30 million binibigyan ng senador, sana kaysa diretso kay YOLO, because he's gonna get the BGC condo anyway, which he deserves. He's gonna get a house of lot. He's gonna get tens of millions of advertising fees, tens of millions of cash prize money from, I don't know, from Ramon Ang and whoever na bilyonaryo. So sana yung mga senador na yan, bibigyan nila yung pera sana sa academy, a Carlos Yulo Academy for Gymnastics. Not to mention yung mga kapatid niya. May mga iba pang Yulo, di ba, na magaling mag-gymnastics. Sana ganun. At sana yung medal, sana yung cash money hindi binibigay after nanalo ka ng medal. Sana yung insentibo, yung suporta binibigay para manalo ng more medals. Kasi you could easily say maybe the case of Carlos Yulo is exceptional case. Maybe it's just an exceptional case. You never know about that. Diba? And let's not forget, and everyone forgets it for some reason. Everyone talks about Team Chloe, Team Mommy, ako si Team Daddy. But actually, ang laki ng role, guys, nung coach ni Yulo na Hapon. Diba? Yung Japanese coach na. In fact, there's a whole Japanese story to Carlos Yulo's success that we don't talk about. A huge part of course, lumaki siya sa Pilipinas. Of course, nung nanalo siya ng pambansa or yung mga yung mga Southeast Asia Games. Yes, kaya yan sa Philippines. But let's be honest, guys. What made him a world champion? And people talk as if yung girlfriend niya, naging girlfriend lang niya nung panahon na parang kawawa lang siya. No, he was already world champion nung nagkaroon siya ng love life, right? You're forgetting the fact that pinaaral siya sa Japan. He got a whole degree in Japan. And he got one of the best coaches ever, a Japanese coach, when he was in Japan. And alam niyo naman yung dahilan bakit nawala yung coach na yan, di ba? Huwag niyo na Huwag niyo lang talungin yung nanay ni Yulo. Pero parang may sinabi ni nanay Yulo na magkakaroon kayo ng ano. There is a Japanese coach behind this, okay? There's a Japanese element that plays role in Yulo. So, ang point ko is, magpasalamat tayo in this case. May Japan tumulong sa atin. Pero hindi naman tayo pwedeng umasa parati sa mga exceptional, once-in-a-century, double gold medalists like Yulo. And I just hope na hindi siya mag-showbiz or anything like that na ma-distract siya kasi he's still young. So he has at least one more Olympics in him, if not two, na at gold medal level. I think he can easily do two more na medal level. Pero gold medal level, I think he at least has one more. So I want him to concentrate there. But going back there to this, we're forgetting the Japanese element to this. And we're forgetting that naswerte tayo na may natumulong ang Japan kay Carlos Yulo. So there are many, many Filipino gymnasts who may have talents similar to Carlos Yulo, but don't have the support of someone like this Japanese coach, right? So in a way, ito yung Japanese coach niya, no? Si Monehiro Kugimiya, sorry. Si Kugimira, okay? Ito yung coach niya, guys. Ito yung coach niya. At saka medyo nakakaya kasi feeling ko dapat talaga ma-recognize natin yung contribution niya. Okay? Ma-recognize natin yung contribution niya. Alright? Ito, even after parting ways with one of his top wards, Japanese coach Monehiro Kugimiya feels proud to see yung culmination ng kanyang effort at partnership with Carlos Yulo, winning 2 Olympic gold medals. Ito yung sinabi niya ukol sa kanyang former pupil, no? Who bag, of course, gold medals dun sa floor exercise involved. Si Kugimiya, na kasama dun sa gymnastic delegation sa Paris, pinanood niya pa rin si Yulo kahit hindi na siya coach from the venue sidelines. Tuwan-tuwa siya na nanalo siya ng performances na yan. Actually, naging emotional din siya. Unfortunately though, of course, si Kugimiya said na, he never got a chance to talk with Yulo kasi naghiwalay sila dati at alam niyo naman, isang dahilan is because sa tingin na Carlos was not focused enough. Alam niyo naman dahilan. So they parted ways. But he was, aminado siya na Carlos Yulo had always a talent and all. But you have to also recognize the contribution of these kinds of people. Sabi na, I want to say congratulations. You did a great job. Yun ang sinabi ni Kugimiya when he was asked about his former pupil. Ito yung recall niya, no, guys. So despite their split last year, Yulo told Rappler last May that actually there was no bad blood between them. And he had always been indebted to Kugimiya, who molded him into a world champion in the floor exercise in 2019 and 2021. So, Yulo was already a champion in 2021 and 29, world champion. And if you're world champion in 2021, expected na ang laki ng chance mo mag-gold medal. Kasi rank number 1 ka na already, or at least top 3. So he was not a wild card in 2024, nor in 2020 or 2021 Olympics. So I saw some spin, yung mga hate na hate yung mami niya na, oh, ito, nung time na walang-wala lang siya, hindi siya si ganito, ganyan. No, he was already world champion. Alright? Before sila nag-split ng coach niya, dahil kaya alam niya naman, world champion na siya. Alright? Let's just be absolutely clear about that. Kugimiya, sorry, recalled, there was a difficult time when he was training young prospect. Syempre, malayo sa country. But when we started training in Japan, Carlos was only 16-year-old. At that time, there were few supporters and I had to pay our own expenses. Alright? Walang masyadong sponsor. So yung coach ng Japanese, siya mismong nagbabayad dito. I had such hopes for Carlos, sabi niya. I thought that if gymnastics could break the heart of Carlos, who had so much talent, then there would be no need for him to stay in the gymnastics world anymore. Anyway, parang point na is, go gold or go home. Diba? I recall that there was a time when Yulo almost gave up on training in Japan kasi nahihirapan siya dun sa various barriers such as language and culture. Obviously, yun nga yan, hirap din. Imagine mo kay Yulo, mag-abroad siya, malayo sa pamilya. Tapos iba pa yung language, iba yung culture. I remember giving Carlos a ticket at a ramen shop to return to the Philippines when he was 16 years old. There were times when I imposed a strict training regimen on him, but Carlos has always been aiming for the gold medal at the Olympics, and he has always been willing to go through any kind of hard practice. I am the best witness to Carlos' hard work, which has been happening year after year before. Kaya ang lakas sobrang lakas talaga yung kanyang fondasyon. But aminado siya, personal differences led to their breakup, with Yulo telling Rappler back in May, I feel like I've outgrown our relationship. Ang sakit, diba? Ang sakit, diba? Iti-train mo yung bata ganito. So, I think I've outgrown you. So, nag-take over na lang si Coach Aldrin Castaneda. Sabi ni Kugimiya, when the Tokyo Olympics was over, Carlos and I vowed together that if we won gold in Paris, we would bring our gold medals to greet all those who have helped us. He doesn't have to be with me, but I hope he will carry out this greeting tour with his 2 gold medals. And Kugimiya reminded everyone, lahat na mga tumulong dito sa success ni Carlos Yulo, including Teikyo Senior High School, Uizumi Swallow Taiko Club, Tsukahara Gymnastics Center, Tokushukai Gymnastic Club, Japanese Olympics Committee Club, Japanese Gymnastics Association, Teikyo University, where he got a degree in literature, and the Japan Embassy. So imagine there's literally a dozen Japan non-Filipino institutions who make Carlos Yulo who he is today. So no offense, hate me for what I'm saying. No, it's not because it's a girlfriend niya nanalo siya. No, I'm sorry. I'm sure she provides support and all, but from a realistic professional standpoint, ito yung mga institution na tumulong sa kanya for a world champion. Ayoko na makialam dun sa away ng tiyahin. No, let's look at the facts. Tumulong sa kanya lahat ng institution na yan. Kaya to be honest, when I hear this quote from Yulo saying, I feel like I've outgrown our relationship, and yung context potentially is because the coach felt he was too distracted by his love life. Parang gusto ko i-hug tong mga Japanese na to. Ako nag-aaral din ako sa Japan. I studied, Japan, and I spent a lot of time in Japan, back and forth. They're serious people. They're very polite and all that, but they're very serious. And if they believe in you, if they see talent in you, talagang mag-invest sila sa'yo. So ulitin ko guys Uizumi Swallow Taiko Club, Teikyo Senior High School, Tsukahara Gymnastics Center, Tokushukai Gymnastic Club, Japanese Olympic Committee, Japanese Gymnastic Association, Teikyo University, Japan Embassy, lahat yan tumulong sa kanya. Tsaka of course, si Coach Kugimiya. Sana mention din natin sila guys. Alright, sana mention din natin. Kaya nga sabi ko naiinis ako dito sa drama-drama na yan because we're forgetting the real factors. Of course, of course. Good good job, Coach Aldrin Castaneda. Good job, Carlos Yulo. But diba, remember guys yung expression, it takes a village to raise a kid. Well, guess what? It takes a world, including multiple Japanese institutions, to raise a gold medalist. Yulo is a champion of the Philippines, but he's also a product of Japanese self-discipline and hard work. Yun lang talaga guys, yun lang talaga. And kaya nasasaktan ako. And tingnan mo, akalain mo guys, you train a kid who came from Philippines, you make that person not only Asian champion, world champion, two-time world champion. And then, connect the dots and then sasabihin lang sa'yo, sorry na, I've outgrown our relationship eh. I'll just go on my own eh. Sorry ah. And yet, look at this coach. This is, alam mo talaga mahal ka ng tao na to. Kahit ganyan lang yung part ways sa'yo. Did Carlo mention all of these institutions? I don't know. I'm not saying anything. I just hope he said that, and I hope to hear more from that. And Coach Kogima was still there. He watched him. Of course, he was not there na kasi hindi sila nag-usap. So, even if sasabihin nila they parted ways properly, the fact na hindi sila nag-usap even after 2 balls, I don't know. Ayoko magmarites, but masakit to. Ang sakit. Medyo marupok to. If Kugimiya was willing to go and watch his pupil, someone that he carved into a gold medalist Olympian, someone that he made already a double world champion. Hate me for saying this, but a part of me was saying, sana yung mga gold medalist din natin will also be there for the other Olympians. I mean, honestly, I know Yulo was dealing with a lot after he won. Obviously, the euphoric joy, all the money, then the drama. Please don't get mad at me, but a part of me felt sana he also went to Coach Kugimiya. Picture sila together. Sana he mentioned more. I don't know. Baka he mentioned, sorry, I don't watch all the news. Because honestly, ang lahat na nakikita ko yung drama-drama na ganyan. Kaya so, ngayon ko lang nababasa itong mga to. At nasasaktan talaga ako because Japanese people are close to my heart. I have many good Japanese friends. I have absolutely good experiences in Japan, different cities. Tingnan mo yung sinabi na talagang marupok to ah. Ito yung sinabi ng coach na there are many athletes in the Philippines who have the potential but cannot practice hard or are not sent to games. Meaning walang support. Walang tamang support system. Kaya nga system eh. Hindi lang support eh, system. I hope that Carlos will grow into a person of character who will support future Filipino children and build an equal sports society. Diba? That's exactly what I'm saying. Pero ganun eh, ang hirap magsalita sa Pilipinas. Ay, inggit ka. Bakit ako mahinggit sa kanya? I'm happy for him and I have my own success to be happy with. Like, no. It's about etiquette. It's about having a culture of excellence. Parang bigla I regret na hindi ko nilagay ito sa column ko. I'll probably write something separate about this. Sobrang marupok to, guys. Ang sakit. Alam mo yung mga movie na Japanese, mga Oshin, tas parang gusto mo na maiiyak ka na sa ano. Parang, tingnan mo ang bait niya. Iniwan lang siya. Sinabi lang sa kanya, sorry, I've outgrown our relationship. Doon na lang ako kay na double world champion ka na. And then ngayon, okay, naka 2 gold ka na kasi magaling ka na eh. And then this guy comes, still cheers for you. Kahit di ka kinausap. Kahit di ka pinuntahan. Kahit di ka minention. Again, if I'm wrong, please correct me. But from what I see, purong nakikita ko drama-drama lang. And then look at what this coach says. Okay lang wala ka ng pake sa akin. Okay lang, wag mo nang, okay, di tayo nag-meet. Okay, and I know being Japanese, sobrang malalim yung hurt sa mga Japanese. I don't know if you guys watch Shogun. If you watch Shogun, is it episode 4 or 5? Yung 7 layers, yung sinabi nung yung protagonist na babae, sabi niya, we Japanese have layers inside us. Kaya pag tinignan mo yung mga Hapon, mahal na mahal ko ang mga Hapon eh. Kaya pinag-aalam ko talaga sila. You'll never see from their face what they really feel. Kasi they have all these layers inside. Pero because they have all those layers, they feel even more than most of us. Kasi most of us, drama, iyak, tapos-tapos na, move on na. Sige, pa-press ko na tayo kay Attorney Fortune, okay na yan. Sige, TV Patrol natin, okay na yan. Sige na, i-vlog natin kay Chloe, okay na yan. Ang mga Hapon, hindi ganun. Tahimik lang sila, they'll smile, even if they're hurt inside. I don't know if you've watched that. Yung, wag na, baka mapayak tayo. Yung, there's this another Japanese thing. I'm sorry, malapit sila sa puso ko. So, when I read these lines, I know he's feeling so, so, so painful inside. So, I mean, ulitin ko he doesn't have to be with me, but I hope he will carry out this greeting tour with his 2 gold medals to all of those institutions. That's the culture of excellence, guys. That's the culture of excellence. Ganyan ang mga Hapon. Kaya, guys, Japan, number 3 in the world sila. Number 3. Ang nakatalo lang sa Japan is China and US, given na yung dalawa na yan. Although I don't know if Russia, maybe if Russia were there, medyo mahirapan. But still, Japan is Japan, guys. Never underestimate Japan. I really love Japan. I'm telling you guys. I know yung mga kabataan ngayon, purong Korea. I did taekwondo. I've dealt with Koreans from a very young age. Parang yellow belt pa lang ako Korean ng trainer ko until I got my black belt. So that's like year after year. I've loved kimchi from childhood. I like warangdu dun sa Tekken. These are my favorite cards. But Japan is different, guys. The culture of honor and integrity. He doesn't have to be with me, but I hope he will carry out this greeting tour with his 2 gold. Say thank you to everyone that contributed. Yun yung gold medal culture. Culture. You may have a genius like Carlos Yulo winning gold medal here and there, but it's the culture that will make you sure na you get 20 gold medals. Japan got what? 20 gold medals. 20 gold medals Japan won in this Olympics. You think that 20 gold medal, as Mama Harris puts, as Mama Kamala puts it, fell off from the coconut tree? No. That came from this culture of excellence. Loyalty, dedication, self-sacrifice. No showbiz, no drama. Look at it. This guy could have made drama. This guy could have been like si Mami, magpa-interview siya, yak-yak siya, iniwan ko dahil sa babae lang yan, ako yung nagpa-champion sa akin. No, nothing. He doesn't have to be with me, as simple as that, but he still went there and watched the guy and supported him. I'm so proud of, this is Japanese, guys. Like, wow. Inisa-isa pa niya, pati Japanese embassy sinama niya yung nagbigay ng, syempre hindi madali mag-visa sa Japan, di ba? So, like, look at it. All of these people will help him. All of these people help me. Pero ito talagang pinakamarupok sa akin. There are many athletes in the Philippines who have the potential but cannot practice hard or are not sent to games, meaning walang support system. I hope that Carlos will grow into a person of character who will support future Filipino children and build an equal sports society. Yeah, I hope he was there for the other athletes too. Again, I hope you don't hate me, guys. This is deep from my heart. I watch other countries too. I saw Heidelin Diaz cheering for our weightlifting potential champion. I saw them. How I wish our double gold medalists also had more time to be there for EJ Obiena when it was so close. To be there for Petesio, for Villegas. Where si Carl pa alam kasi medyo nauna pa eh. But that's the culture of excellence. I don't think we have that culture yet. What we have is a culture of showbiz. It's a culture of winner takes all. Kaloy deserves everything. He deserves billions of pesos. Why should Pacquiao be billionario? Kaloy has brought us 2 gold medals only in this Olympics. No offense to Pacquiao, but he hasn't brought us anything. But you get what I'm saying? If Pacquiao can earn 10 billion pesos in one match, why shouldn't Kaloy have billions of pesos? But if Kaloy is gonna have 140 million pesos, and then your entire budget for sports is just 700 million, and then you're expecting to get more medals, kaya mayroon talaga tayong culture of mediocrity, guys. Winner takes all. Winner takes all. Yung isa lang, dalawa lang makachamba, or yung isa, dalawa na genius talaga, katulad ni Kaloy, na thanks to Japan also, naka-gold, sige, bigay na lahat sa kanila. How I wish our senators, yung Tiveros, Bongo, set up a Kaloy School of Gymnastics. I think their combined, again, correct me if I'm wrong, from what I remember, their combined pledge was around 50 million pesos, 52 if I'm not mistaken. With 50 million pesos, you can make a very decent gymnastic center that actually also Kaloy's siblings could attend, and countless more, countless more. Kaya, even out of joke, guys, I posted this etong video ng mga kababayan natin. I mean, just to tell you the raw talent there is in the Philippines, obviously, di ba? The raw talent that there is in the Philippines. Di ba? Itong mga to. Di ba? Mga to. Di ba? Pero ito to. Alam ko medyo calisthenics. Hindi ito gymnastics. But look at it. Sila na. Baka kedat ko pa mga yan. May mga nagbiro na baka isang tando. But look at how rudimentary their ano is. If this kind of guys, okay, maybe not him, maybe someone younger, maybe 10 years or 15 years younger, had a 50 million pesos facility. Yung 50 million, imagine how many of this we can have na pang Olympics level, guys. Grabe yung ginagawa niya, pang triple na ganyan. Yung, tingnan, ang tangkad niya, ang liit ng space, pero nakaka-triple siya ng dalawang ganyan. Yun, sobrang believe ako dun sa move na yan. Tingnan mo, yun. Tapos yung mga, meron pa siyang sa likod na gano'n. Yun, yung gaganin niya. Wait lang, ito. Yun! Yun! Galing. Galing. Medyo hindi na nakuha, pero so, for me, alam ko tumatawa lang tao doon. You know me, I never post things without a reason. Hindi ko naman, sabi ito na naman si Richard. Kasi may pinost ako, okay lang kahit lahat ng budget na punta sa basketball. But you get what I'm saying? You don't wanna believe me, fine. Kung sasabihin, hey Darian, konyo ka lang. I have some debates with some friends, and I saw what they did. Football ka lang konyo ka lang dun. I hated when they do that. That means wala silang argument. Alright? So if you don't want what he's talking about, and he is a representation of a culture of excellence. I'll tell you what, I have issues. I think there's a lot of misogyny. There's a lot of that compensates for that in some way. Or at least we shouldn't look at this culture of excellence, guys. See what Kugimiya says? There are many athletes, many more athletes. Of course, baka hindi ganun kaganda ng translation ng English niya or whatever. I think what he meant, marami pang mga atleta sa Pilipinas na ang laki ng potential pero hindi binibigyan ng sapat na pagkakataon at suporta. Essentially, that's what he's saying. At sabi niya, I hope na si Carlos will grow into a person of character. Wait, parang medyo patama yan. What is he saying? No, I think what he meant, I don't know if he said it in English or not. Siguro what he meant is that to be a role model and support future Philippine children, build an equal sports society. Yan, guys, yun lang sa akin. Yun lang sa akin. Kaya minsan, pasensya na lang kung medyo mainit ang ulo ko or you think I'm overreacting and all. Because I've seen the world. Not to be mayabang. And when I say I've seen the world, I've been with best and brightest in Japan, in the US, in Germany, in Europe, in Korea. I've had that opportunity because of my academic background, my journalism, my policy think tank world. I've seen the best and brightest, and I've seen their work ethic. One of my closest friends is Japanese, si Satoru-san. Ang linis nila, ang discipline nila. When he says, Licha-san We meet at 1 p.m. He's there at exactly 15 minutes before 1. 15, and if I'm late 1 minute, medyo masungit na siya, but he'll try to smile and put up a face. Like, I love this guys. I love this guys. And then he'll make sure if he treats me somewhere, yung ramen, is this good for you? Is this meat okay for you? Like, I have a soft spot. Koreans, Koreans are okay, great. But Japanese, lapit nila sa puso ko. Lapit talaga nila sa puso ko. And so when I hear a coach like that say something like that, yeah. All right, guys. Thank you very much. 3 a.m. na. Tulog na tayo. At least I'm glad I got that out. Kasi feeling ko medyo... Siyempre, ingat din ako. In a sense na ayaw ko ma-misunderstood. Kasi lahat ngayon parang kampo-kampo eh. Doon pa tayo kay Fortune, doon pa tayo kay Mami, doon pa tayo kay Chloe. Parang wala akong pake. Ang pake ko dito, intindihin natin bakit nanalo si Kaloy. Ang pake ko dito, sana i-recognize ni Kaloy over and over sino talaga nag-contribute sa kanyang success. At sana, base sa buhay ni Kaloy, maghahanap tayo ng sistema kung saan magkakaroon tayo ng more Kaloy. 10 more Kaloys. Why not? Maybe not Kaloy in gymnastics, but Kaloy in boxing. Look at China. They had 4 gold medals in tennis. They have 7 gold medals in mga shooting, mga swimming, like mga ganun. There's so many sports na sobrang galing ng Pinoy. Swimming, rowing, golf. Sabi nga ni ate, di ba? Pakinggan niyo ulit yung sinabi ni ate. Ito na, sayang na kung sana lang. Ito nang wake up call. Wake up call. Bakit niya sabihin na wake up call? Ibig sabihin, ang dami natin talent na pwede mag-gold medal pa. Number 4 na lang siya. Kulang na lang. Isa na lang. Isa na lang. Mag-medal na siya. Baka pwede pa siya mag-gold medal. Saan pumupunta ang pera? 2 ways. Either lahat sa basketball. Sige, magalit pa kayo. Or, winner takes all. Kaya sana, Ma'am Risa, Sir Bongo, kung totoo man na nag-offer kayo ng 30 million, 20 million na lagay nyo na lang sa academy. Lagay nyo lang sa academy. In the name of Carlos Yulo. Carlos Yulo or Kaloy School of Gymnastics. Sige, gawin mo si Mami na lang yung head of the institution or something. Diba? May BGC condo na siya, may house and lot na siya. At sigurado ako, yung mga kilala ko mga talent manager, pumipila na ngayon kasi ano yan, smart, multivitamins, Milo, ang daming commercial yan, million yan. This guy is gonna earn hundreds of millions of pesos over the next years just from advertisement and all of that. Kaya yung pera nyo, yung development fund nyo, ma'am, sir, bigay nyo na lang sa academy. Okay? Yun nga yung sinabi ni, pakinggan nyo kasi si Bianca, pagdanganan, bigay nyo na sa mga ibang atleta rin na may pangangailangan. Alright? Wag yung purong winners takes all. Because I think Yulo deserves all the money. I think he deserves billions and he's gonna get that from advertisement and everything else that is gonna come because he deserves it. Pero sana naman yung iba, para hindi mapaiyak ng ganito. Mapaiyak ng ganito yung mga atleta natin. Na number 4, utik na, number 4. Kunti na lang. Si AJ Obiena, konti na lang kung hindi siya sinuport ng mga Ayalas and all eh. Di wala. At huwag sana bigyan lang ng suporta nung nanalo na. Bigyan ng suporta bago para mas marami pang manalo. Si Carlos Yulo kasi meron siyang support from Japan. Pero yung iba wala naman ganun. Bigyan natin ng suporta. Bigyan ng support para we can win more. Win-win yan eh. The more we support, the more we win gold. Pero hindi yung tipo yung wag natin suporta unless manalo ka. Talagang konting mananalo. The fact na nag-medal tayo just means genius to mga to. Genius si Yolo. And of course, lucky din siya kasi may Japanese background. Sige na nga, lucky na rin siya sa love life. Genius si Peteshop, genius si Carlos. But imagine if these guys even had more support. And by the way, let me be very clear. Again, nakita ko yung mga pro-basketball people. Pero hindi naman sa budget. Of course, hindi lang sa budget yan. Kasama yan sa trainer, kasama yan sa technical team, kasama yan sa analytics, kasama yan sa exposure, and I'll tell you what, kasama yan sa moral support. Akalain mo, ikaw ay isang sports person. Okay? Konti na nga lang sahod mo. Hindi ka nga ini-interview. Wala kang pake, 80 lang followers mo sa Tapos yung isa, basketball player, never nag-qualify sa Olympics, whatever. 10 million followers. Kita niya 10 million pesos a month. How are you gonna feel about that? O sige, fine. Baka ma-hurt na naman yung mga basketball player. But you get the point. You get the point. We don't know how to properly prioritize. And we have a winner takes all culture. And we don't have a culture of excellence. We have more of a culture of mediocrity. The Carlos Yulo geniuses in terms of sports are unfortunately still an exception to the rule. What we need is to rear more and more gold medalists. I think a country like the Philippines can easily have 5 to 10 gold medals. Uzbekistan nga may 9 gold medals eh. Napakalit na bansa. Ukraine nga, naka 3 or 4 gold medals sila at 5 silver. And in the middle of war pa nga yung Ukraine na yan eh. 'Di ba? So I can go and on about different countries. Okay, I think I've made my point. Hindi ko kasi nasabi yun eh. Hinintay ko talaga someone good to say it. And eto, si coach. Respect ko talagang coach. Mahal na mahal ko talaga yung mga to. Sana may ganyang coach din ako nang di sana champion na ako ng taekwondo. Eh, charot. Ang bait niya. Di may tsura niya. Oh. Ang bait-bait niya, coach. Look at his face. Ang bait-bait niya. Tingnan mo, bata pa si Carlo. Ito po, hindi yung love life. No offense. Ito po yung dahilan yung world champion siya. Actually, nag-world champion siya bago siya nag-love life ng all the way. At yan ang mga nagbigay ng foundation na mag-double gold si Kaloy. So maraming salamat. Tomo arigato. Maste. Maste. Thank you very much, guys. Maraming salamat sa lahat ng sumuporta. Again, thank you for your prayers, for your love for Lola on her birthday. Again, I don't want to be emotional, but it means a lot to me that, we spend time with Lola and to see her so happy and so energized and so inspired on her 87th birthday. And God willing, looking forward, pray tayo for 88th birthday and beyond. Diba? Because she deserves everything there. Yun lang, sana medyo mag-diet si Lola. I'll tell you guys, I've gone extreme. I only eat once a day now. I just like, ganun, I'm trying to just eat once a day. Meaning, konti-konti lang brunch. Like, siguro a piece of bread and egg or dalawang egg lang. And then one proper meal na enjoy ko talaga kahit anong gusto mo. Sinigang, whatever. And then that's it. After 5 p.m., di ka nakakain. Guess what? You're full the whole night. And then tulog ka na. You don't need the food. I just learned a new trick about that. Eh. So anyway, so yung Lola sana. Oh. Sabi ko kay Lola, huwag ka na kumain ng rice na naman sa gabi. Ako nga, di nga ako nag-dinner kanina. Tokol eh, diba? Kasi nagugutom na ako. 3 a.m. na. So thank you so much for your prayers, for love, for your support, for stickers, everything that you have sent. I've made sure it goes to Lola and Lola appreciates it a lot. Oh, nakita ko niyo naman sa video, di ba? Nakarating ang mga suporta at pagmamahal sa atin sa kanya. At pray for her now. Kasi kagabi mga ganitong oras nagka-issue siya. Weirdly, pati ako nagkaroon ng issue. Biglang I was not feeling well. Baka connected kami in some way. Connected yung soul namin. So weird. Anyway, prayers na lang kami. So thank you on that and hope to catch you guys later today. Evening naman, pahinga muna tayo. And usapan natin West Philippine Sea, Sara, other issues. Sorry by the way guys if I use some harsh and all of that. Baston dangers to even question my integrity when it comes to academics or anything like that. Excuse me. There's a reason why I teach in the #1 university in this country. Excuse me. There's a reason why I get invited over and over to the Stanfords and Harvards of this world. All right, is because of the integrity and hard work and productivity I put in the picture in spite of everything else I'm doing here. All right. So I have zero tolerance for these people, these low life people. And may God punish these people. Everyone who's spreading falsehood and all. May God punish you. All right. On that note, on a better note, thank you so much also for your support and all. Please continue to support our different platforms. Deep Dive with Richard Hidarian on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. Let me show it to you guys. Para naman makita nyo. Para wala na kayong excuse. Libre lang magbigay ng ratings. 5-star. Libre lang po yan. Walang mawala sa inyo. And kung i-recommend nyo sa iba, kasi hope ko at least maabutan natin yung 1,000. Labas na yata yung Cool Pals this week. I think today, supposedly, or something. Yung interview natin with Cool Pals, 2 episode yan. Please follow that. But yung mga Cool Pals, alam nila yan. Gawin yung 1,000 rating. So, as of now, we have 627 rating. Alam niyo naman, there are only 2 favorite colors I have. One you see behind, Tiffany and purple. So here, purple, Deep Dive with Richard Hidarian. Just put Richard Darren or Hey Darren, lalabas yan sa Apple Podcast and Spotify. Please rate us. 4.8 lang tayo out of 5. Gawin naman natin 4.9. Alright? I really appreciate that. Okay? Thank you so much. God bless. And talk to you soon. Hindi yan vindictive. I'm just reminding people, watch your mouth. Okay? Salamat. Thank you very much. God bless.